Good morning, fam. It's your girl, Miss Diva Trucker. I'm coming to you with another video this morning. First of all, I want to say hello. How you all doing? Why you all coming into the room? But we have some new news. If you have not already subscribed to Transportation Nation, CDL Life, please do that on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so you can be updated with the latest news that's going on in the trucking industry. They actually do the reporting, they actually do the news and come up with the stories. I just reiterate it and bring it to you live on YouTube, okay? So if you want to find out what's going on in the trucking industry, and you want to get the alerts just like I do, okay? You want to be able to be subscribed to them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so you can figure out what's going on in the industry as they report. Okay, CDL Life and also Transportation Nation Network. Okay, let's get started today. We're going to talk about two companies that are closing, two more trucking companies that are closing. Good morning. So it has not stopped. It has not stopped. I started to speak to you earlier before I left. Oh, did you see me where I was? but but it has not stopped as far as the closure of trucking companies. There's two more that have closed that I wanted to let you know. I didn't get a chance to tell you all about it earlier, but yes, we do have two more companies that have closed. First of all, we have Cold Carriers. Hey, James. Hey, Justin. We have Cold Carriers, which is a company out of, let's see, they had 350 truck. They're a refrigerated company. They're out of Orlando, Florida. And they're a Florida-based carrier called Cold Carrier Logistics. And they will be ending their operation in February. So, the good thing about these truck companies that's closing, they're giving notice to the employees. They're letting people know that they're not going to be in business, and they also finding them other places to work. Okay, so Cold Carriers is shutting down in February 29th of 2020. They will cease operations. They are, oh, I should have turned my notifications off. I'm sorry. But they had, let's see, 368 truck business employing a 450 people. Okay, so they will have to look for placement elsewhere. And let's see, in September 2019, CCL and its entities had filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in Middle District of Florida. So they filed bankruptcy in September. They tried to do a last ditch effort, just like selling on to save their company, but they wasn't able to do that, so they're going to be forced to close their doors. They were supposed to get some kind of relief on January the 16th of 2020, but it didn't happen. So they ultimately have to, whatever investor that they was getting to back them to get them out of this financial situation, it just didn't happen for them. A lot of investors are not pulling out companies at this time because of so many going under, and the risk may be too high for them. Okay, we don't know when all of this is going to turn around, so there's going to be a lot of some more companies still going out of business while we are going through whatever it is that we're going through. But yeah, they are notifying everybody, so they won't fall under that Warren Act of not notifying employers of that they're closing or anything. They will actually, they're doing it right. Okay, if you're going to close a business, you want to give people plenty of notice ahead of time so they can look for other placement. They may have sister carriers or other carriers in the area that's able that's able to take over, their freight and all that kind of stuff. And those employees may want to go to that company that they given all their freight and all that kind of stuff, they trucks and trailers and things like that. So that's usually the normal way of doing business. If there's a company that is going out of business, that they're able to transfer their freight employees so that a lot of people are not out of a job. Okay, the next company that I wanted to tell you about that is also going out of business, and y'all, I got people everywhere, so they done already called me about this one, which is a good company, and people are really surprised about this company going out of business, because from what I can hear, as far as social media is concerned, this was a really great company for people to work. Okay, they have been in business for 69 years, almost 70 years. So it's another reefer carrier called Howard Bear, BAER. They had like the light turquoise green trucks, and they call it quits after 70 years, and they're blaming it on insurance costs, and they also are blaming it on the ELD mandate. Okay, so they're out of Nashville, Tennessee, and they are citing their rising insurance costs and also the ELD mandate. Another a Nashville, Tennessee based refrigerated carrier is calling it quits after 69 years. Okay, Howard Bear will cease operations January the 31st, 2020. So what they're doing as far as their employees are concerned as well, let me see if they name how many employees they have. They're a small company, so they're a private fleet. Let's see, around 35. We tried to do it two. Oh, okay. They had nearly 200 drivers in 2017 to around 35 by 2020. So a lot of their drivers have already looks like they didn't have that many, like 35 by 2020. Let's see. But it looks like now, what I was told, this is hearsay, that one of my drivers that I got hired on at Hogan, they're picking up some of their freight. Okay, and he said he loves it. So but yeah, so they're going to be transitioning, and there's other companies that are going to be taking over their freight and all that kind of stuff. So I'm on a CH Robinson broker load right now. But yeah, there's two more companies. That's two companies within the last couple of weeks that announced their shutdown. So they will be also going out of business as well. Okay, so maybe somebody will do an analysis and update us on the total amount of companies that have been out, that is going out of business, and it continues to happen. Hopefully there will be a turnaround. Maybe you will see an increase, or maybe the bottom will stop falling out. I would say maybe about March, as soon as spring breaks, maybe we will see a little bit of increase. But basically, freight, as far as right now, is going to stay the same. So let's get on to Australia now has increased insurance. Yeah, I'm hearing from a lot of smaller owner operators or people that's under their own authority, as far as fleet owners and things like that. They are no increase in highways. That says no increase in March. Keep in mind what's going on in China. Oh, that's right. You got the coronavirus stuff that's happening in China, and y'all, if y'all haven't realized that, they have cited a couple of cases here in oh, they're not letting those workers go back to the factories. That's right, how exact. A lot of our stuff comes from China. So if they're not able to work over there in the factories, it's going to affect us. It's going to affect us a lot. As far as what goes on in the transportation, especially if we get so many products and things like that from China, that's going to really hurt. So yeah, I wouldn't expect for any freights or anything to go up right now. And also, y'all, I'm gonna do a separate story on the coronavirus. Is it? Because there have been places in the United States that the virus is spreading already. So I think there's a case right now. Is it Connecticut or Washington or something? The person is still alive. They brought it over from, what is it, Wuhan, China. They brought it over from China over here. And when they started getting sick or whatever the case may be, they went to go get checked out and all that kind of stuff, and come to find out the man did have it. So right now he's still alive and he's being quarantined in a hospital. I want to say it's either Wisconsin. Yeah, it's Wisconsin. So, y'all be careful traveling through these states and all this kind of stuff. It wouldn't be so bad to have the little mask protection on, especially if you traveling through these states that have been affected by this kind of stuff. We also, in a trucking community, because we transport all this stuff and we're going from state to state, we're visiting these warehouses, we're going to these ports of entry, where all the stuff comes over from. We also, in the trucking community, need to take precautions as well, because it's already over here. It's been transported from China over to the United States, and they already have a couple of cases that they have been aware of. Let's see, there's already a 10% decrease in cargo shipping from yep. So that's what it looks like, y'all. So it looks like there may be some more companies going out of business. It doesn't look like it's going to get better as far as rates increasing. So basically, if you're able to survive and you're doing okay right now, continue to do that. As far as buying trucks, getting in the industry as a new owner operator, getting authority, that insurance may be a little bit high for you right now, the cost may be a little bit high for you right now, and the risk to reward may not be as good as in earlier days. So you may want to hold out and really look at your expenses and see if this is something that you really want to do. So to play it safe, the safe route is to maybe sign on with a carrier. The safe route may be to be, to find you a couple of customers that you could work with directly, but it's a challenge if you only got like one truck or something like that, So, we have to find different ways and different scenarios of how to survive through this time. But, we're going to do it. The trucking industry been around for a long time. There's people that's been in this industry way before us, and they survived. So, we will survive as well. Okay, some of us may have to regroup, whatever. We may have to do company for a while until the economy picks up. We may have to put that authority on hold for a minute. We adjust to what the rates and what the economy is giving us. Okay, so that's what you do in business. In business, you make adjustments. You may have to cut some trucks, you may have to cut your costs, but look at your expenses and look at your bottom line to make sure that you are okay at the end of the day. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about whoever is just killing it or whatever the case may be. Look at your own situation and figure out a plan for you that may work for you, so that you will be able to survive, and whatever that takes, whether it's giving up your truck, whether it's working for somebody else. But right now, we make those adjustments and we do whatever it is that we have to do in this industry to survive. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how many trucks you have, about how much equipment you have. It's about making money. So however you are able to make money and be okay with your lifestyle and what you're doing out here, that's what it's about. Okay, so it doesn't make sense to have a lot of equipment, be under your own authority and doing all this kind of stuff, and you negative in the hole and still building up that debt. Okay, be able to cut that debt, pay that debt off, and make it happen. So until we build up again. But the next thing, my little setup is just falling apart right now. Wait a minute, hold on, let me see if I can get the little camera back the way I had it. I had it so well. Okay, let's see, is that good? Okay, let's see if that'll stay. All right, so let's go on to C.H. Robinson. Let's go on to C.H. Robinson. Let's talk about them, okay? C.H. Robinson ain't no joke. C.H. Robinson say, y'all ain't gonna be talking about us, and we ain't gonna have nothing to say. Usually, Listen, usually when a company or whatever the case may be get a lawsuit or whatever the case may be, they don't have nothing to say. You go to their representatives and they don't say nothing, okay? They don't say nothing. They quiet. They don't say, they don't have no comment. They don't have no response. But let me tell you something. C.H. Robinson said, forget that. Y'all gonna be talking about us. You come suing us. We got something to say, okay? So they made a statement to I don't know if they talked directly to Transportation Nation, but they made a statement. They want to let each and every one of you all know that they not taking this lawsuit lightly, and they plan to strike back against the farmers that allegedly allege a $1.1 billion cheating scandal. They are appalled by this lawsuit, and they mad, and they said that they are going to countersue them. Okay, so it's on now. We about to see where the truth is, okay? We about to see whether the farmers got to fight, or we about to see if C.H. Robinson gonna put up a shut up. What they gonna do, okay? So we in a live battle between the growers and the brokers, okay? It's about to go down. It's about to be a rumble in the jungle, because you got one of the biggest you got one of the largest, biggest freight brokers. So when you come after somebody that is so well known in the trucking industry and has all the freight, okay, they're not gonna take this lightly. So either you gonna put up or you gonna shut up. So they gonna either find out if they got a second accounting software that they're using to cheat the growers, the transportation people, everybody. This affects a lot of people. So really, they have no choice to either fight it, because they can't just lie down and take it, sell it, or whatever, because it will affect their business tremendously. If you are in Minnesota and you a broker right now, baby, now is your time, okay? Because right now they don't have any trust in C.H. Robinson. So if you're a small broker or whatever the case may be, if I was you, I would get in my car, I would drive up there to Minnesota, and I would sit down and talk to each and every one of them produce growers and everybody up there, and tell them what you can bring to the table, okay? Because this is an opportunity. But when you see stuff like this, it's an opportunity for the smaller people to get more customers and all that kind of stuff, okay? Until this all settles out. But let me tell you what C.H. Robinson said. See, that's what I'm saying. Highway said, I need to stop the truck. I need to go to Minnesota. Listen, I know y'all is not having so many. So is C.H. Robinson not having so many? Well, we gonna bring it to the people. So the courtroom. I mean, you try your case in the courtroom, okay? So that's all that matters. But in the court of public opinion, I want y'all to put in the comments: who you think is right? Okay. Is going to win this fight? Do you think the growers, the produce people, transportation, all these people, do you think they're going to win? Or you think C.H. Robinson is on the up and up? They doing business like they supposed to, and they ain't cooking the books. They doing everything that they supposed to, and they got a dog in this fight, and they're going to win the fight, okay? So who you think gonna win? Do you say, put in the comments, say the growers, say Minnesota, or say C.H. Robinson, okay? So it's not that, they tried in the courtroom. So it's up to a judge at the end of the day. But, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that they're going to win? Okay, let's get down to the story. This is what C.H. Robinson say. How they wasted no time coming back and let you know what they think. And good for them. Good for them. You should not let somebody attack you and you not say anything, okay? You should have something to say at all times. C.H. Robinson says it will countersue a group of produce farmers who recently filed a $1.1 billion who won? Did Tyson win, or did the chicken farmers win? How is it? Who won that case? Farmers allegedly the mega broker cheated them. In a newly released statement by Michael, the president of Robinson Fresh, a division of C.H. Robinson, specializing in produce market, called claims made by more than a dozen produce growers entirely meritless. It got a settlement. Oh, somebody didn't want to admit something. Okay, so they settled. Okay, C.H. Robinson, don't settle. Michael, don't settle. Take it to court. Take it to court. Michael, don't settle. That's right. Don't be no punk. You know what I'm saying? They coming after your company. You got to stand up and fight for what's yours. Michael says, we deny any and all allegations of wrongdoing and look forward to a vigorously defending our actions. That's what I'm talking about, Michael. Go ahead, stand up for your company, okay? As well as filing legitimate counterclaims against the growers, Michael said. Transportation Nation Network was among the first news outlet in the world to report the gigantic new lawsuit alleging that between 2012 and 2019, C.H. Robinson engaged in deceptive business practices. Say it ain't so. Michael, say it ain't so. Not you. They're going to have to... Lord have mercy. If this is true, they're gonna have to do a whole section just for trucking community on American Greed. They're gonna have the insurance lady that took the $100,000 giving truck drivers insurance and wasn't even covering them, and she kept the money. They're gonna have a special section for Celadon. That's gonna be a 3-part series. And then, oh my God, no, Michael, don't let it go down like this. Don't let it go down like this. And then and then cook the books in order to conceal secret profits made at the growers' expense. The growers allege that after entering into consignment agreements with RF, the company knowingly deceived them by making secret self-dealing profits on both the sale and transportation of grower products, a practice known as freight topping. So if y'all want to know what freight topping is, that's what freight topping is, okay? The growers also, Sir RF negotiated. What did I do? RF negotiated. Let me click back on it. I'm sorry. They all also negotiated whatever. Let me see. What happened? Okay. Negotiated other undisclosed volume and prompt pay incentives in the form of rebates for trucking companies. So they saying the trucking companies was getting rebates from trucking companies, truckers, third-party vendors, and final customers, which it collected and neither disclosed or passed to the growers. Okay, so not disclosing these agreements and additional revenue, the growers argue it is a violation of the PACA Act of 1930, which is a Perishable Agricultural Commodities Act, which requires brokers to transparent in any transaction involving any perishable agricultural commodity. Okay. Further, that's what they said. They said they use separate accounts to conceal the activity. Well, you know what? They're gonna have to get some accountants. C.H. Robinson claims the lawsuit that was filed to gain media attention. Well, they got it, honey. We all watching now. And contains an enormous amount of self-serving falsehoods as well as blatant, go ahead with the big words, Michael, mischaracterization and fabrication. Michael ain't playing. The news, it's not affecting their stock right now. Okay. I'll say they'll be winning. Okay, you say C.H. Robinson gonna win. Okay, let's see. They either gonna pull out. I know who gonna win. I do know who gonna win right now. Okay. At the end of the day, the attorney's gonna win. The attorney's about to get paid. They about to do some overtime. Moreover, C.H. Robinson is claiming vindication after a 7-day on-site investigation by the United States Department of Agriculture PACA division into the allegations contained in the complaint found no irregularities. So they said after they was investigated by the PACA, okay, the USDA, they said that with the allegations complaint in the complaint that the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, the PSA division found no irregularities. They found nothing. C.H. Robinson cooperated and supported their thorough investigation, and at no time during or after the investigation did the USDA PACA division advise of any irregularities or take any disciplinary action against C.H. Robinson as a result of their investigation, the company said. The growers are still suing and asking for $1.1 billion, which could balloon even higher during discovery, and for the court to certify additional classes to join the suit. C.H. Robinson is vowing to fight any attempt to certify it as such. Okay? So, there it is. There it is. The fight is on. The fight continues. So in the comment section, tell us your opinion. Tell us what you think. Will C.H. Robinson prevail in this lawsuit, or will the growers prevail in this lawsuit? Either case, it is an opportunity that you could go up there to the growers in Minnesota and get you some freight if you want it. If you're broken right now and you want to go right now, they ain't trusting nobody. So go up there and see if you get you some freight. This is an opportunity that you can go up there and get you some business. How about that out of Minnesota? All right. Other than that, y'all, I got to go. I got to get on the road. I'm headed over to Wisconsin. And then I think I got to go to Pennsylvania. Okay. Lord, it's cold. But other than that, I'm trying to survive, y'all. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. And Jax, let's see. Say it with me. What's the name of the place? Shots of something falls. Y'all know what the place name. I can't say it. Let me look at it. Maybe if I can look at it, I can say it. Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. Child, let me tell y'all something. Listen, I got that load that said I was going to, yeah, that's where I'm going. I got that load saying that I was going to Wisconsin, right? I got the load saying I was going to Wisconsin. I sent a memo out saying through my Qualcomm. I sent a note saying that I don't no longer travel to Wisconsin. And they replied back and they said, well, Tara, you said that you don't go to Minnesota no more. I said, I mean, I don't go to Minnesota, Wisconsin, anywhere in some snow. Look, y'all see that snow? If it's some snow, I ain't going. How about that? Let's just cut it all out. Let's just cut Minnesota, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, all them. Let's cut it out. Okay? I want to stay low. But other than that, y'all, peace, love, joy, happiness. I'm on my way to Wisconsin, I guess. Okay? I'm going to Wisconsin, drop this load, pick up another load, and then I'm heading to Pennsylvania. Every time I say I want to stay low, they send me high. Okay? So I'm going to say I want to go to Pennsylvania. Maybe they'll send me to Texas. Other than that, be safe. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Y'all all have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye. Ripley, you got... You never got nothing to say. One thing about me and Ripley, we don't never have no problems on the truck, child. We don't argue. Ripley ain't got nothing to say, huh? He listen. We don't argue about nothing. He don't ask for too much. You know what I'm saying? Get your pet, child. Get your pet. All right, bye.